All right. Lesbian Homie. It's out. You dyke.
Out. Lesbian Homie 3.
Lesbian Homie 3 is out.
It is.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling wonderful. I watched it. So if you go on moment.co/bigjaw, you can buy it and watch the entire thing.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it the night it premiered, so they just let everything go. It actually felt like a movie.
Uh-huh. You watched the entire thing?
I watched the entire thing because I was just nervous about my role.
You watched it before or after the premiere?
I watched it during the premiere.
Oh.
Not the in-person premiere.
Yeah.
The online premiere. I watched the entire thing, 4 hours straight.
Oh. Was that this week?
No, last week.
2 Tuesdays ago.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, what'd you think?
It's intense.
Intense?
It's intense. It is
Okay.
an intense season. It's really funny.
Uh-huh.
All the characters are hilarious. This season was crazy.
Okay.
And you know, I'm saying that because I didn't see the other scenes. So I had no idea what the other scenes were going to look like outside of mine.
Right.
And I didn't even know what mine were going to look like or how they were going to connect it to other stories.
Mm-hmm.
So just seeing that, it was crazy.
Okay.
It was crazy.
Say again where
Big
you
Reese.
download it.
Oh, moment.co/bigjaw.
Okay.
And we're gonna have the cast on Thick Threads one of these days.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure when, but
they kind of missed the window. But we'll talk about it as it's rolling out because it is still coming out on YouTube every week, right?
yes, every Tuesday at 6.
But if you don't want to wait, download the whole thing.
Yes, and it was sponsored by Taylor Port.
You see the product placement. You know, we're gonna be sipping on some Taylor Port. I just wanted to shout them out. I'm not gonna have it here the whole time,
Right?
until we officially work with them. But shout out, we drinking some port. Congrats to a successful season. That's pretty big.
Yeah, thank you so much. I can't wait to get
scissoring in it. Is there a scissor scene? There is.
I can't tell you anything.
But you could have clearly said no.
I can't tell you anything, but I will tell you that there are some type of scenes that I've nenever done before that is in this season.
Guys, there's a call her Snip Snip Persephanii because it sounds like there's a scissor scene.
Slither sisters.
Scissor Sisters is crazy. All right. Well, if we done plugging.
We done plugging, so you ready to get these bars?
We can never just start the show.
No, big bars.
All right, go.
Up in your area. All right. Tongue big and fat. Got him stumbling and bumbling. Man, get out of my face before I get to rumbling. You a chocolate chip ass nigga. Got you crumbling.
That was it?
Mm-hmm.
Uneven bars? You didn't want to round that out at the end?
I just realized I didn't finish.
That was 3 bars.
I just realized I didn't finish writing it.
Jesus Christ.
Tongue big and fat.
Don't start from the top because you
Lick
didn't
on
finish.
my clitoris like it's a big sack.
So you just repeated one of the bars.
No, I just added.
That was your first bar though.
Yeah, and then I forgot to add something that rhymed with fat.
I'm confused. You started the bars with that and then started your new bar with that.
Cuz I forgot a bar. I didn't write a bar in, so I just made up something in my head right now and added it as the
choo choo. You hear that train wreck?
You love it too. It's called Persephanie's Bad Bars for a reason. There should be no expectations.
You don't have to.
If you love it, you love it
every time.
If you don't, you don't. But you love it.
All
you love it every time.
Well, now we got past the stumbling and bumbling, literally. Let's get to these threads. I'm on the shade room.
Okay.
What I brought is refreshing. Has nothing to do with relationships. Has nothing to do with girl bash boy, boy bash girl. This is straight up things that annoy you in public restaurants.
Well, you're alone in that boat.
What you got?
What's something legal that I can do to fuck up this man's life?
Legal?
Yes.
Oh, that list is infinite.
Y'all
Y'all do it all the time.
It was some shit on that list. I tell you right now. I was like, whoa. The toxicity that people have to endure is beyond me. And I'm intrigued.
Something legal.
Something legal.
Doing too much. How about that?
A
woman will do too much, a man to death.
Oh, and these are clever.
Oh, okay.
So you better hope that you don't run into one of these.
Well, I'm going to start because I need a break from the toxicity.
You're going to enjoy my thread, though.
Probably. I really enjoyed this one, too. This is things that annoy you in public restaurants.
Oh, public restaurants. You know, I thought you said public restrooms.
Plus, what the hell is a private restaurant, you know? Why not just... I like this one. Having to scan for the menu. Everything doesn't need to be on a phone. I like the traditional style of physical menus.
Oh, my God.
So I know that COVID changed that a lot, but I'm kind of glad for that. I don't mind it as much. I do like traditional menus, but I did see that documentary that was like, what's the dirtiest thing in a restaurant? And it's not the toilet, it's not the utensils, it's the menu and the booth chairs, because those are the main two things that you would overlook having to clean, but everybody touches.
Wow.
So if you were to do like a black light on a menu, just like one of those big menus and a toilet, there'd probably be more stuff on the menu.
Than the toilet. That's insane. I like traditional menus. I can't even front. I do not like them on my phone.
It's like Postmates if it's on your phone.
But what I will say is I order my food, and most of the time I go to the restroom after I put my order in and wash my hands. So
because of the menu?
No,
I
never really thought of the menu before COVID. I haven't really thought of the menu after COVID like that, like touching it and stuff.
Oh.
But I always
just because you're about to
go
eat.
To the restroom, and wash my hands before.
Especially
I eat,
if you like open the restaurant door to get in, and all that stuff. The hand dryer in the bathroom. Paper towel me, please. Ugh. See, this is why the internet be telling us too much.
Because of all that.
And they said it shoots doo-doo air.
Yeah. And now, like, I get offended if somebody uses it while I'm in the bathroom. I was
really?
bruh, why are you using that? Didn't you see the video?
I hate when it's the only option, because sometimes I do it and then I like pat my hands off and I'm like, ugh.
And then you breathe it in.
That's crazy.
To me,
how you have doo-doo particles in air?
But you know what? That disgusts me so much more. It's like, if you can smell shit, does that mean that the shit particles are actually getting attached to your nose hairs? Like you're ingesting someone else's shit particles.
Well, isn't that what a bad smell is?
Yeah, somebody's fart. You're
right.
in.
So those molecules are what makes the stink, right? So if you sniff it in, you got doo-doo air in your nose.
In your nose, and it goes down your esophagus into your body. You know, you exude their fart. It might come out of your pores.
You might breathe it out.
If you try to fart and you hold it in. Ew!
And all that doo-doo comes out.
Pew, pew, pew.
Someone said, I hate when they wipe the table and the rag smells and it makes the table sticky.
The rags be dirty as hell.
Yeah.
And they have the nerve to always be white. So they're like grayish.
Yeah,
they're
just have a black rag. That's how it's true.
Stank rags is nasty.
Dirty or water-stained utensils. I hate that. Or like when they still have like the last person's lip thing.
Oh, that's not supposed to be
You know what grosses me out now? Because I just started thinking of like the utensils and the cups and all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The whole like salt, sugar on the rim type of thing.
Oh.
And you like lick it and then take a drink. It's like, damn, if everybody's doing that and the cups aren't being washed enough to have like lip stuff on it, are we just all licking the same cup? You don't know what kind of tongue has been licking the side of. I'm not gonna do that no more.
Fat bumbling and tumbling.
Ugh.
Rumbling tongue. No, Thank God I don't like salt around my rim. So I usually don't get it. So I don't do the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I drink out of a straw. I don't do it to avoid to really be consciously avoiding putting my lips on the cup. A lot of times I do that.
Mm-hmm.
But with alcoholic drinks, I do that. With alcoholic drinks, I don't know. I start to lose some.
Yeah, the sugar and the salt thing grosses me out. I'm straw life now.
Yeah. You like sucking through straws?
Okay.
Sorry.
When they bring my food with their thumb so damn close, if not in my food. This list is going to make me more annoyed at restaurants because I didn't think about a lot of this stuff, but they do that. They're just like, here's your salad, and it's just like there's dressing on their thumb.
That's disgusting. I've never seen that before. But if I saw my salad dressing on their thumb, I would be like, please take this back.
What if you had mashed potatoes and it was in the mashed potatoes? Like, here you go.
Like Scary Movie. I'm telling you, I took my mom out for her birthday and we went to El Torito, and I'm gonna show you guys this plate. Look at this plate. It is disgusting. I sent you the picture already, but they put my plate down. It was the chef. He was holding it because the plate was hot. He was holding it with a dirty ass rag.
Ugh.
And he set it down. It was one enchilada. So I thought I had ordered enchiladas with the sides, the rice, and all.
You ordered enchilada.
It was an enchilada, and all the sauce was like splashed around the plate. It looked like a dirty plate. It honestly looked like something else was on the plate, and then they slid it off and put
the
enchilada
enchilada on there. She won't know. She's a black.
I was like, wow. I mean, they didn't charge me for it, but I didn't eat it, so I was just
damn
like,
right they didn't charge you for it. This one is facts. They said, waiting for the check. I be wanting to leave as soon as I'm done eating. I get it. Like, they be busy, but like, ideally, when you're done eating, it's just like you don't want a long period of time to then give him the credit card, and then they have to go do it. And then it's just, that's a tough moment.
Yeah.
Don't sit me by no kitchen or bathroom.
I don't think they should have any tables near the kitchen or restroom.
Right. But I think they're just trying to increase profits. When the waiter checks on you every 2 seconds, but the second you want the check, they're nowhere to be found.
Oh my God. We're all living the same life.
You be like, full, nom, nom, nom. This is so good. How is everything? Well, it's good. How is everything? Why are you saying it lower? How is everything? It's just like, it's fine. But I get it. They're just trying to, make sure you're good.
I like when the manager comes over and is like, hey, is everything good? How you guys doing today? And then I see them like walk away. They don't go to another table. I be thinking like, oh, I'm special. Or maybe it's because I'm black.
That might be you're not stealing anything, are you?
Looking for all the silverware on the table. Make sure the sauce cups are still there.
This one is crazy. People not tipping and just trying to give the waitress or waiter a hard time just to find a reason not to tip. I didn't even know people did that. People won't purposely give them a hard time so that they can justify not tipping. Mm-hmm. That's a crazy human being.
Cheapo, hungry cheapos.
Oh God, people that let their kids scream and act a fool. It'd be like, y'all don't hear it? Or are they just used to it all the time? So they're just like, he's fine. But it's like, bruh, they're standing on top of the table.
Hey, I be looking at them parents' eyes. They be tired.
They be dead.
They be tired.
I hate that on planes too.
Yeah.
It's just like, I get it.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Like, I'm tired.
I mean, I would accept that. That's at least acknowledging it. But I think them just being like, you deal with it. They're all like going up to people, hey, doing tricks. It's like, bro, get them. Because if I say something, it's weird.
They be like, stop. The kid ain't listening at all. It gets worse. Hey, stop. Sit down. That kid don't respect their parents at all, but them parents be beat.
If you tired, get some Postmates. Be tired at the house.
Right.
People being rude to workers. We've mentioned that many, many a time.
Mm-hmm.
People having conversations on speaker / FaceTime. We don't want to hear your conversation. That's true. People just be like, okay, yeah, and then I'll pick it up at 5 and then blah, blah. Shut
That's
up.
ghetto as hell. I have heard that, but I've only seen that at like ghetto ass restaurants. I haven't seen that at like sit down like steakhouses and stuff that I've gone to.
If it's
But
like a business call, because people be trying to like show out and stuff.
But you know what I'm guilty of? Somewhat. If I go out to eat by myself, which I often do because I enjoy solo meals, I will set up like Netflix on my phone, like right here, and I'll watch a movie. But sometimes I have my earphones in.
You know
so
what that probably look like?
What?
Lonely. I'm so lonely. Hey, you know what videos be kind of getting me? It'd be like an old person eating by themselves, but instead of Netflix, it'd be like a picture of the person that died. They should bring the urn, so it's like actually the person instead of like a symbol.
To take it a step further,
the skeleton,
open it and sprinkle like some of the seasoning on your food. That way,
like I'm gonna eat you out one last time.
Right, they live within you.
That guy's horrible. Okay. Paper straws are the bane of my existence. I don't even know who approved that patent. It's awful.
They're disgusting. You can taste the paper.
Oh, someone said managers checking up on me. I thought you liked that.
I do.
They hate it.
I do. I like it.
Jeez.
I feel special.
This person is tough to please. Someone blowing their nose at a table.
Ooh.
Smelly carpet.
Ooh.
This is all one person. Asking for something, then waiting 30 minutes to get it. Filthy menus. Ooh. High top tables.
I'm cool with those. Those are like bar top tables. Yeah, right. I'm cool with those.
Dusty looking eating utensils, yet no plasticware.
Plasticware?
Black linen napkins with existing crumbs. That's crazy. That's never happened.
I've never seen that. A napkin with crumbs on it when you first sit down?
Ooh, this last one is good. Restroom doors that you gotta pull and not push.
Right.
But I mean, the other side would be push.
I'm starting. All right. So it's like, but you're going to wash your hands anyway.
Yeah,
so
you might as well have clean hands on the way in. Unless it's a double. Have you seen a double push? That's a freaky door.
One of those.
Very flexible.
Like them Wild Western, pop, 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 pop. Them doors, them double doors that just.
You talking about a saloon? Mm-hmm. You've seen saloon doors in a restaurant?
Well, a restaurant? I'm just saying the functionality of it. I've seen doors that, definitely go back and forth like that. But I've noticed that a lot of restrooms are starting to put that it's like a little foot lever that you can just put your foot on and open the door like that with it. Mm-hmm. So instead of
I like
touching,
those. Yeah. The little foot things. Mm-hmm.
And Delta in the Sky Club, they have a motion sensor door. So you just you wave your hand over it and it opens.
In the Sky Club?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I've never seen that.
The one in LAX. Yep.
This is crazy. The grass walls, because that automatically gives long wait times. Hey, restaurants do be feeling like the little grassy ivy walls be making like they do look nice, but they kind of overplayed.
That has such a bad reputation now.
What?
Grass walls.
Why?
Look, girls be like, if she got a grass wall in her salon, I ain't coming because the wait gonna be long. Like,
oh, this is a thing?
Yes, it's a thing. I just realized it when I saw, when I saw, no, not pictures, but just people, I guess there's some sort of correlation between people who have grass walls and poor customer service.
Oh, that's what it means. The grass walls means the staff ain't shit. I thought you meant the grass walls means it's like, oh, this is a nice place. And then there's just hella people.
Mm-mm.
Okay. And for my last few. When I see people get up from their table and not even try to make it easier for the waiter to clean up. Like you could have stacked them cups up.
Oh, you tripping.
I mean, I don't do that all the time. But if it's a place that gives you like throwaway plates and stuff and like the trays, I'll throw the stuff away. I won't just like leave it there on the table. Mm-hmm. But if it's like a restaurant, like I probably won't stack the.
I always stack my stuff and organize it. But at the same time, I don't give a shit about if somebody else does it or not. Who gives a fuck? You got busboys that they'll clean my table where it's stacked off in 0.5 seconds. and the next table that's not stacked in 1 second. Like literally.
It's like the busboy isn't thinking like, damn, they couldn't stack these.
No, they just like, let me get rid of this. So, and I've seen them do it really, really fast. So,
how you feel about this? People complaining about their food and sending it back. I feel like the order has to be crazy wrong for me to do that, but I still have to be really nice because if there's somebody I'm not going to go out of my way to disrespect, it's the person who's handling my food.
I typically, if I'm not going to eat it, if I'm going to send it back, I'm not ordering anything else.
So the send back is the last thing and then you leave?
The send back, yeah. And
what if you send it back in a nice way?
I send it back. I don't ever want them to bring it back to me. Nope.
What is it? What will it take for you to send it back?
I've sent back a steak that was way too overcooked to where I tried to taste it. It was overcooked and cold when I got it. So
you don't want them to just be like,
just nasty.
But that's something you specifically said. Like if I had medium and you're like, this isn't medium, they could see like, oh, they messed up, swap it out. It's not like a petty, that's not a petty reason.
I feel like people have a hard time with mistakes and owning them. So even if they fuck up, they still have this sort of get back revenge mentality. And I don't know these people I don't know who's going to take offense. I don't know if it's the waiter. I don't know if it's the chef. But I just never trust that.
Well, you know how some people be like, no, send this back, blah, 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 like being super douchey about it. Right. I think if you were like, this isn't medium, you'd be like, oh, it sure isn't. I get what you're saying, but I feel like there is some black and white issues, whereas some people are like, no, this sauce is too close to this and blah, 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 blah.
I just don't trust it. I feel like I can be as nice because I'm a pretty nice person. And I feel like I've gotten into situations where I was being very nice to someone and they were just unreasonable. So
waiter?
People, no, just people in general. And I'm just like, okay, so I don't know these people at all. I don't know what kind of issues they're going through, what kind of mental they have. So if I trigger them somehow by sending this back, then I don't know what's going to run through. Baby gravy.
Baby gravy. You nut on this.
All right.
I sure did.
Nut in my grits.
You saw that guy who got caught nutting into, it was like the dough, I don't know, like the dough mixer that made all the pastries and the bread, but it ended up being like a ball for lawyers. It was like an event that was like all lawyers and judges, and he was caught like into the mixer. So he was like, "Yeah, take this croissant seasoning."
How long after it was after the event that he got caught?
Oh no, he got away with it during the event, but after the event, they probably towed his ass up.
Oh my God! See, and
lawyers, all them lawyers are gonna try to take that case.
And that's my thing. There's so many cases that get caught of food contamination.
So many that don't,
and so many that don't. So for me, I'm like, who's to say? The waiter might feel like I'm difficult, even though I'm being nice. Because sometimes you can be nice to somebody and they take it as you being sarcastic, or it's all about how they interpret. So if there's a problem at a restaurant with the food and I'm just like, no, it's okay. It's okay. Just, you can take it back.
Planning where you're going to eat after?
Yeah. I'm just like, no, don't worry about it. If you could just take it off the bill, that would be helpful. And I just kind of leave it at that. I might stick to a drink, and then, cook something at home or something like, I don't really feel comfortable receiving after I've given it back.
I feel like if I'm super cool with the waiter and we've established like a rapport, a rapport, and it's like,
you know how to spell it?
REP. Where'd I fuck up? The E? It ain't E? RA? P? O? U?
Double it.
REPP.
RAPP.
RAPP. OUIRE. I don't know how to spell it.
RAPPORT.
Oh, like Michael Rappaport.
Rapport.
I don't know why I said that. Okay, and my last one. loud ass, ghetto ass talking. I'm kind of down the middle with that. Because, I mean, first of all, a lot of restaurants have boring people. I be looking around when I'm having like a good time. I be looking around and I be like, damn, there's a lot of boring people that go out to eat. And they
really are.
But I've definitely been out with my friends or like a party and we've been like loud and having fun. I do think there is a limit though, depending on the place. You know, because I think that there are some places that are supposed to be like, it's awareness, you know. You don't want to go to like a super high end place that's like usually quiet, you know, somebody's playing the piano and be screaming and stuff. But then there's brunch parts that they got a DJ and stuff like that. You're supposed to. That's why I didn't really agree with that. Wasn't there like a viral video of like a brunch where like girls were dancing and having fun and everybody was like, this is like, my whole thing is like that probably wouldn't bother me because it's like they're having fun. But I do think that there is like places to not do that. So I'm kind of like in the middle of that one. I'm kind of leaning towards just let them have fun, you know, unless they're not screaming in your ear, you know?
Yeah, I'm not typically bothered by noise in a restaurant, no matter where I'm at. If somebody decides to get up and start dancing, I enjoy it. I find it entertaining.
But what about just like loud ass conversations, screaming and
Oh, I try to listen to the conversation because I want to know what's funny. Nosy as fuck.
Nosy.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Are you ready for some violence? Ready for some violence. You heard that?
What? That's a song?
Violence.
Ready for some violence?
The carry on, you know? The longevity of the note. All right. Damn. That was something you do.
What?
You usually go, all right. Oh, Lord.
Jacking the swag.
No! All right. Pour me a little bit more of that Taylor Port. Let me get some of that Taylor Port.
Midway plug. Don't do too much.
Right. Okay. What's something legal? Ding. Legal. That I can do to fuck up this man's life.
I don't like how you're possibly giving people ideas with this.
All right. Crush up small bits of glass and then sprinkle it in his deodorant.
That is absolutely illegal. What are you talking about?
Wait. How do you crush it up and put it in his deodorant? That doesn't even
That was
make
the
sense.
first one you read?
That was the first one.
There's no way that can
list.
be illegal. I mean, if you don't get caught, because he's like, who did this? But that's you. The goal is to cut his underarms up.
That was mean.
That's
I don't
not,
agree with that one.
Guys, that is illegal.
That one is illegal.
That's assault.
And that came from a guy.
What?
Yeah.
Niggas giving advice on this need to be checked in on because...
Oh, he want her to... This is what it is. He don't like the fact that people are coming up with these things. So he gave an illegal advice. So if somebody do it, they get locked up. And he's like, ha ha, bitch.
Well, then start with the real ones.
Right. I didn't know. These aren't good enough. Place some raw shrimp in his light fixtures. As they rot, the smell becomes horrendous, but he won't be able to figure out where the smell is coming from because who checks the light fixtures?
That can't be like chemical warfare or something.
I don't think that's illegal.
I don't think so either, but that girl is the Joker. That's a psycho activity.
Oh, yes. This one, you're going to love this. I purchased fleas online and put them in my ex's new Mercedes.
That's not illegal?
Probably not.
Don't fleas suck blood?
Yes.
I'm feeling like the legality is a very thin line here.
Yeah, definitely.
If it hurts them and you can trace it back to like, oh, you're the only person this month who bought a box of fleas on Amazon. This was clearly you.
What you gotta do is, before you do it, find a stray dog and be like, oh, babe, let's pick him up. Put him in the car. Even though he might not have fleas.
In a Mercedes?
Then, yeah.
Oh, so you want the scapegoat to be a poor stray dog.
The stray catching a stray.
All these women need jail. Especially the shrimp one.
This one's hilarious. And it's perfectly legal, I would think. Sign him up for gay dating sites.
That's funny. That is funny.
Can you imagine if all of a sudden you start getting Grindr profiles sent to your email?
That could be dangerous though. Right?
No. Do you remember when that guy set his girl up? Like he gave her information, so he had a whole like profile on a dating site, a sex site.
That's
and
what
all these dudes start showing up to her house with
that's
like
what I'm
flowers ready
thinking
to
of.
fuck.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy for a woman.
Was turned up, still trying to come in.
But I feel like that could also happen, especially if you have an aggressive like Grindr profile, like I like it in the butt anytime. Pull up.
That's not even aggressive. That's regular.
Is that regular?
For a gay dating site, I like it in the butt
at any time.
Isn't that most, if we're talking about men,
I mean,
that's gay sex.
On your bio though, would you have a dating site profile that says just like I like sucking
I'm a big bottom.
Yeah. Power bottom.
A big power.
I'm a defensive lineman bottom.
Hey, what's that competition? Strongman? What is that competition for the strongest person in the world?
Strongest man in the world?
No, it's
Strongman competition. Is it? I think it's straightforward like that.
Is it strongman?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, get crickets from the pet store and release them in his car. That's kind of similar as fleas.
That's probably better than fleas legally.
Right. Super glue all his tub and sink stoppers closed so he would have to scoop the water out. 3, loosen his clippers. 4,
okay, these are all getting more and more legal.
Mm-hmm. Mix all the sugar and the salt. Oh, I love that one. Mix the sugar and the salt.
Sugar and what if he's making grits though?
Sugar and salt in your grits?
Well, I mean, if it's mixed a certain way, you don't know which one you're getting. Mystery grits.
Absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, I've never heard of both.
Snip one side of all the fuse plugs from the fuse box and put them back in.
Okay, 007 kind of shit.
Gorilla glue his sneakers to the floor.
That's funny.
And put his cologne in the freezer.
What happens to frozen?
I wonder
cologne?
if that ruins it. I wonder if that ruins it.
I don't know.
Does freezing a fragrance like ruin the composition?
The competition.
Composition. So like chemical composition.
I don't know. What if it made it smell better?
That would be lit.
Dummy.
Depending on how much he loves you, leaving him will also ruin his life.
That should be the only comment. Just leave. You gonna put fleas in his car and shrimp in his lights before leaving? That's crazy.
You ready for this one?
Why are you breathing like that?
Because it's fat, but not really. Steal his microwave plate.
That's crazy. That's also illegal. That's stealing. I'm sure the cops wouldn't do much, but that's still.
I'm sure the cops wouldn't do anything.
Well, I mean, it's just weird to say the whole thread is like these are all legal things.
Because guess what? He's not going to call the cops for a missing microwave plate.
We're petty too.
You would not call the cops, would you? If your microwave plate went missing, would you call the cops?
Help!
She stole my microwave plate.
I got leftovers.
Put glitter in his lotion. Half the time, niggas ain't even wearing the lotion.
That's funny, but stupid.
But glitter is hard to get off. Sign him up for a bunch of promotional texts so he gets spammed with texts nonstop.
That's probably the best one that's harmless.
That's really cool. That's one that you're like, you could just block it and that's done. Get like 300 rubber bands and throw them in his yard. He can't sweep them up. He's going to have to pick them all up.
Damn, you can't sweep rubber bands.
Oh,
that was probably the most creative one. I'm a fan of that one.
That's demonic.
But it's still like no harm, no foul. It's just like you're annoying him. Right. Not putting glass in his deodorant.
That's crazy. That was the only one that came from a dude, too. I'm just going to preface
that. Dude needs prison also.
A
lot of these women need prison.
Sign him up on a Scientology website. Small inconvenient shit like taking all the cubes to the chargers.
Ooh, damn.
Taking the batteries out of all the remotes.
Okay.
Taking all the cubes to the chargers. These are remedies that you can, you could just go get more, but at the same time, it's so inconvenient.
It's very annoying, but it's also stealing.
Yeah. Sign his address up for Mormons to visit.
That's fucked. That's super crazy. But what if he just decides to give in and he becomes a Mormon and he's happy for the rest of his life? Then it's like, joke's on you.
That's crazy. Take all of his right foot shoes and only leave him with the left. Glue all his pants pockets shut.
Damn.
Boil all his eggs and put them back in place.
Why is that inconvenient? Because you can't.
Because if you
can't cook.
Yeah, if you're going to cook some.
I like boiled eggs.
I do too. But imagine you go in your refrigerator to make some scrambled eggs and you crack it open in the pot. And a boiled egg falls out. You don't know what the fuck happened. That would be a
really good crack if you cracked it open and you didn't notice until it fell out. I couldn't imagine cracking an egg that good. Usually when you crack a boiled egg, it's just like pieces.
I'm just saying, but when you crack an egg, you're trying to open it directly into the pot. Right. So the pan. So if you just pop, and that one wouldn't bother me. Of course, it's not. Remove the buttons off all his shirts and pants. Steal his shoelaces.
What the hell is wrong
Sew
with y'all?
his hoodies and sweatpants together by the waist.
That's crazy because you can't get in either of them. Right. Gluing the pockets shut is crazy too. I ain't never heard no shit like that.
Oh my God. Put him on the sick and shut-in list for every Jehovah's Witness hall nearby. They will all come knocking on his door all day without taking no for an answer.
It's kind of like the Mormon.
Oh, sick and shut-in list.
Yowzers. Oh, because they don't give up.
Mm-hmm.
So they just sit there and bang on the door of somebody who's sick?
Yeah, I guess so. We need to pray for you. Oh,
I didn't know that was an option.
When I left my baby daddy, I took the toilet seat, all the light bulbs out the sockets, unscrewed all the furniture, and took the screws with me. When I left my ex, I made him an ad on Mega Personal Ads as a gay man and posted his picture and phone number. Play with your mammy.
How about heal yourself, crazy bitch?
You over here stressed out.
That was a lot of energy. That probably took 2 days to do.
But what he do to garnish that type of rage?
Probably some crazy stuff, but that's a lot. That is a lot.
Call his mama, act as his favorite girl cousin, and scream and holler and crying on the phone that he is being beaten by the police. So basically, call his mama and pretend like he's getting beat by the police.
That's crazy. Especially for a black mom. That's messed up. You all involved. Y'all need some good old-fashioned healing. Some good old-fashioned therapy.
This next one, I actually saw it, but she was still with him. He broke up with her. She said he was spending too much time on the game, and she deleted his NBA. I think it was NBA 2K.
Oh, and he raged and freaked out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's crazy about that?
Mm-hmm.
He was a professional gamer.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's how he made his money.
Right. So it was like he made a lot of money.
Nobody sided with her, even when he was crying and stuff. So that's just like, man, just
kill me.
Just leave me. Why would you ruin my livelihood just because you're not getting enough attention? You think you're really going to get attention after that? That's what I don't get. They'll be like, okay, now he has nothing to do, but we can't have fun. We can't be on the game.
I don't know. I saw 2 comments that sided with her, and I was like, no, because at the time it took just having to start stressing you out.
Well, I'm a gamer too, but it's also just I understand how hard it must be because he had. I don't know too much about NBA 2K, but apparently his whole setup took a long time to get. He was really good, so that's just a really weird cry for help.
Cut the cord to his fridge.
Yeah, that's got to be illegal.
Uh-huh. If he lives in an apartment, scratch the number off his parking sticker.
That's specific.
Use a pen to politely let the air out of his tires.
Okay, we're getting back into illegal.
Nair in his shampoo. Crease all his sneakers.
Nair in shampoo?
Rub poison ivy in his hats.
Okay. Yeah. Let's
hide a bag of meat in his vents.
Let's stop this. We need to stop this. These are not good. This is not good advice.
Halfway cut the cord to his gaming system. Halfway?
I feel like I'm getting advice from people in an insane asylum. These are not
laxative in his protein powder.
These are not well women. These women are unwell.
This is a white woman. Look at how much she got.
Just say a couple of them. I'm done hearing these.
Submerge his phone in water while he sleep and then dry it and act like nothing happened and leave minding your business. Pour dirty leftover cooking oil in his laundry detergent.
This is the first white woman?
I don't know. But she just had a lot to say, so I looked at the profile and she was white.
Oh.
Buy a rat from the pet store, if they sell them, and release it in his house. Replace his lube with vegetable or peppermint oil.
Ouch.
Peppermint oil is insane.
It's gonna sting a little.
Well, it's a inflammatory, right? So a lot of
you might get a bigger dick.
It might burn a bit. Imagine going to jack off and it start burning after you jack off. It's like crazy. Swap his body wash with his lotion. Oh my God. That sucks. If you want to go take a shower and you squirting out lotion instead of your body wash.
Like if you want lotion and you put body wash on yourself, I feel like that'd be worse.
Not somebody said, slow down. I'm trying to take notes.
I hope if you are a sane woman out there, I hope you just take those as jokes because I know a lot of
sweating.
I'm not sweating. I'm just concerned. Those women are legit psychopaths,
and they gave a lot of on the verge of psychopaths.
I feel like some of those
ammunition to become psychopaths.
I feel like some of them were dead serious too. You know,
all you got to do is treat women right.
I don't think that's the right answer with all of these women.
All you gotta do is treat women right.
What the hell was that?
That was me being a psychopath, me being crazy.
I mean, even the example of the woman who deleted the dude's game.
Yeah, that was crazy.
She didn't say that he didn't treat her right. He just said that he had an interest that was taking up too much time to her. We don't even know how much time he really was spending. And if that was his job, then maybe that was why. But I have a feeling that a lot of these women just do that kind of stuff for small things. Now,
that was crazy. I don't agree with that at all. It's like, even if you talk to him, telling him like, hey, is there any way that you can find a way to spend a little bit more time with me? I'm feeling neglected. I'm feeling abandoned. I don't know. I'm feeling alone in this relationship or whatnot. I don't know if he's gaming, 14 hours out of the day and, not even if he was doing that, that's still not. There's no excuse for that.
Yeah, like, I mean, if it was really that bad, she could have left.
Yeah, you just gotta leave. If he's not taking the hint, just leave. I know it's easier said than done, and people do irrational shit when they get upset, but you still, that's...
Yeah, I mean, that list was a lot. Now, I mean, if this was coming from a place, because I know niggas be doing some diabolical shit, so if some of these were born out of abuse or like some crazy stuff like that, then yeah, put shrimp in his lights. But if it's just like some regular stuff that you could just get by or leave him for,
but not everybody knows how to handle these emotional vulnerability disturbances. So when you open yourself up to someone and you become super vulnerable to them, and for whatever reason they do something to knock that off balance, it's like all gloves are off. And a lot of people don't know how to regulate that emotional meter thermometer of theirs. And once it gets to a point, it's like, I'm out for blood. And I think that a lot of these, in just my opinion, because I've never done anything crazy to anyone.
That should be a badge of honor. Why are y'all so obsessed with being crazy?
I'm not. That's why I haven't done anything.
But I mean, you were like, I haven't.
Because I don't have any stories.
But the city girls have stories, and Meg Thee Stallion has stories.
I live vicariously. I would just imagine that when they are doing these things, it's not just from the straw that broke the camel's back. It's like, I'm thinking about everything you done did in the relationship to build up to this want for revenge. Revenge is mine. So, I do know women who have brushed cleaned the toilet with his toothbrush and, shit like that. And I'm just like, damn, girl.
That's crazy, but I can get with that type of revenge. It's just
can't.
like, oh, that's crazy.
No, do you know what kind of gum infection you can get from that?
The seat of the toilet?
The toilet bowl.
Oh, the inside.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of
the toilet bowl and the rim, like underneath. You know how?
Yeah. And then just putting it back, not even rinsing it. Yeah, why would you do all that?
Probably a little rinse.
So it's not just brown. And
right.
Stuff.
It's not green and brown.
Gum infection. It's wild.
Disgusting. Yeah.
Well, guys, the theme of today's episode was emotional intelligence. If it gets to the point where you would unscrew all of his furniture and put shrimp in his light bulbs, maybe there's something else you could do.
Seek therapy.
Yes, or leave, or both. Maybe both. Yeah, let's go with both. But yeah, this has been another episode of Thick Threads. I have been Patrick Cloud.
And I'm Persephanii.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.